Yankees fans, buckle up, because what's happening right now in the Bronx is nothing short of a crisis. The kind of storm that shakes an entire franchise to its core. If you thought this season was just another roller coaster, think again. This is the kind of turbulence that makes even the most loyal fan question everything. From financial nightmares to historic on-field humiliation. The New York Yankees are deep in the eye of the storm, and it all starts with something that hits harder than any fastball. Wasting over $43 million on players who won't even be on the field in 2020-5. Yes, you heard it right. The Yankees are shelling out a jaw-dropping $43,785,714 to guys who won't wear pinstripes next season. That's not bad business. That's catastrophic management. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Hicks, and Marcus Stroman are all set to cash massive checks while either sitting on the couch or playing somewhere else entirely. This isn't just a case of bad luck or one contract gone wrong. This is a pattern, and it's starting to look like the front office is bleeding money out of pure carelessness. Let's start with Marcus Stroman. When the Yankees signed him, they weren't just adding a veteran starter. They were bringing in a piece that was supposed to help solidify the rotation. A guy with playoff experience, a guy who had something to prove, a guy who talked like a leader, but talk is cheap. His performance on the mound, even cheaper. His velocity dropped, his control fell apart, and his outings turned from shaky to unwatchable. Midway through the season, the Yankees pulled the plug and said enough. Now, Stroman is gone. But his contract remains, a ghost in the books, haunting next year's payroll. Then there's DJ LeMahieu. Remember when he was an MVP candidate? A batting champion, a fan favorite, that all vanished the moment he signed his multi-year deal. Injuries have plagued him, sure, but the bigger issue is that even when he's on the field, the production just isn't there. He's not hitting for average, he's not getting on base, and he's not impacting games the way a guy with that kind of paycheck is supposed to. It's not just that he regressed, it's that he's become almost invisible. And Aaron Hicks, where do we even begin? His time in the Bronx had become a running joke long before he was released. A streaky player who never lived up to expectations. Hicks was the kind of guy who'd flash brilliance one week and disappear the next, but somehow, the Yankees kept running him out there, year after year, hoping he'd figure it out. He didn't, and when they finally cut ties, they still owed him money, lots of it. So here we are. 3 players, 0 contribution in 2025, and $43 million vanishing into the wind. You could build a playoff-ready bullpen with that kind of money. You could sign high-impact free agents. You could develop young stars. But instead, the Yankees are stuck watching cash flow into a void, and for a franchise that's always prided itself on being smarter, sharper, and more prepared than the rest, this isn't just embarrassing, it's unacceptable. Even in a league where financial missteps happen, this one stands out. Because it's not like the Yankees are getting anything in return. No innings pitched, no clutch home runs, no leadership in the clubhouse, just dead money. And the fans are taking notice. They're not just angry, they're exhausted. Year after year of watching bloated contracts turn into nothing. Year after year of hearing the same excuses from the front office. And speaking of the front office, it's time to shine a very bright spotlight on Brian Cashman for all the success he's had, for all the championships he helped build. The recent decisions have been puzzling at best and disastrous at worst. This isn't about hindsight. This is about patterns, bad signings, questionable trades, an over-reliance on names and reputations instead of performance and results. Cashman and his staff are responsible for putting this roster together, and when nearly $4 million of that roster is useless, someone has to answer for it. Fans have always expected greatness from this franchise. That's the Yankee standard. But when you're spending almost as much as the Phillies are on Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber, 2 elite, high-impact hitters who are helping carry their team, and in return, you're getting absolutely nothing, it's more than a bad look. It's a sign that something is fundamentally broken in the decision-making process. Let's be honest. The Yankees don't lack money. They're not a small-market team scraping by. They have resources most franchises would kill for, but when those resources are misused, it doesn't matter how deep your pockets are. You can't win when your payroll is being drained by players who aren't even on your roster. It's like trying to drive a Ferrari with 3 flat tires. It looks good on the outside, but you're not going anywhere. This situation has become a case study in how not to manage a baseball team. And the worst part, it could have been avoided. These weren't unpredictable injuries or freak declines, there were warning signs. Stroman had injury history and inconsistencies. LeMahieu was entering his mid-30s. Hicks had years of underperformance, and yet, the Yankees still committed to them, still handed out those contracts, still put faith in the idea that somehow, this time, it would be different. Well, it wasn't. And now they're paying the price, and look, every team makes mistakes. Every general manager has a few contracts they'd love to erase, but when the mistakes start piling up into the tens of millions, when they start affecting your ability to make trades, to sign free agents, to develop your future, it's no longer just a bad stretch. It's a crisis of identity. What are the Yankees trying to be? Are they the ruthless, no-nonsense juggernaut that once dominated the league with precision and purpose? Or are they now just a bloated, confused machine, weighed down by its own history and ego? Because right now, this doesn't look like the Yankees we know. This looks like a team stuck in neutral, overspending, underperforming, and overestimating the value of players who are no longer delivering. And that $43 million figure, it's not just a number, it's a symbol of everything that's gone wrong in the Bronx. And if things don't change, if this front office doesn't start showing real accountability, real vision, real strategy, then we might be witnessing the slow decline of one of baseball's greatest empires. If the financial disaster wasn't enough to set off alarm bells, what happened on the field in Miami lit them up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Because what we saw over that brutal weekend wasn't just a bad road trip. It was a breakdown, a meltdown, a full-scale collapse that might go down as one of the most embarrassing series in Yankees history. And yes, that includes the World Series loss to the Marlins back in 2003, because at least that team showed some fight. This was lifeless, disorganized, humiliating. For the first time ever, the Yankees were swept by the Miami Marlins in a series. Read that again, not one game, a full series. And it wasn't just that they lost, it was the way they lost. Sloppy, flat, and completely outclassed by a team that, on paper, they should have handled. Sunday's final score was 7-3, but that number doesn't tell the full story. The real story is about a team that walked into Miami thinking they were turning a corner, and walked out looking like a group that doesn't even belong in October. Let's talk about Luis Gil. The 26-year-old right-hander was making his long-awaited return in a high-pressure game, the kind of moment that can reignite a season or end one altogether. Fans were hopeful. The narrative was perfect. Gil, back on the mound, ready to prove himself after injury setbacks, ready to deliver when it mattered. But hope turned to horror pretty quickly. From the first inning, it was clear he didn't have it. His command was all over the place. Fastballs were missing their spots, sliders were hanging, and the walks started piling up. He couldn't find the strike zone, and when he did, the Marlins lit him up. The worst part, it didn't feel like a surprise. The moment Gil lost control, there was this collective sense of dread. Like fans had already seen this movie too many times. A young arm rushed back into the fire, a bullpen not ready to clean up the mess, and an offense that couldn't be counted on to bail anyone out. Gil's line was brutal. For hits, for earned runs, for walks. Just 3 strikeouts in under 4 innings, 77 pitches, and most of them painful to watch. When Aaron Boone came out to get him, it felt like the game, maybe even the series, was already over. But here's the thing, you can't put this entirely on Gil, because what followed was arguably worse. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The sports world is buzzing with excitement and speculation as rumors swirl around one of the most significant potential moves in recent baseball history, Alex Bregman joining the New York Yankees. Reports have emerged suggesting that the Yankees have finalized a groundbreaking deal to bring the talented infielder to their roster, a move that could reshape the dynamics of the American League and send shockwaves through Major League Baseball. Bregman, known for his consistent offensive production, defensive prowess, and leadership qualities, would be a monumental addition to a team that has long sought to reclaim its dominance in the sport. The Yankees, a franchise steeped in tradition and success, have been linked to numerous star players over the years. But landing Bregman could be a historic coup that energizes their fan base and establishes a new era of competitiveness. Speculation is rife about the terms of the contract, the potential impact on the Yankees lineup, and how this signing might influence the balance of power within the league. Many insiders suggest this move is part of a larger strategic vision, aimed at building a championship-caliber team capable of sustained success. If confirmed, this acquisition would not only elevate the Yankee status, but also intensify rivalries and create new storylines for fans and analysts alike. The anticipation is palpable as the baseball community waits for official confirmation and more details to emerge, fueling endless discussions about what this means for the future of both Bregman and the Yankees. The idea of Alex Bregman in pinstripes has ignited fervent debate and enthusiastic speculation among fans, analysts, and insiders, with many weighing the potential benefits and challenges of this hypothetical acquisition. Bregman's proven track record as a reliable hitter and versatile infielder makes him an ideal fit for the Yankees' needs, especially as the team seeks to reinforce its offensive firepower and infield stability. Observers note that Bregman's ability to perform in clutch situations and his leadership on and off the field could provide a crucial edge during the postseason, where the Yankees aim to finally break through and claim another World Series title. Rumors suggest the contract terms might be substantial, reflecting Bregman's value and the Yankees' willingness to invest heavily in a player they believe can be a cornerstone for years to come. The buzz extends to how the team's chemistry might evolve, with some experts predicting that Bregman's competitive spirit could inspire current players and attract other high-profile talents in future offseason moves. Meanwhile, the Yankees' front office remains tight-lipped, adding to the intrigue and fostering a climate of speculation and excitement. Fans have taken to social media, forums, and sports talk shows to debate the potential impact, fueling a non-stop conversation about how this signing could rewrite the Yankees' narrative and shift the league's competitive landscape in unprecedented ways. Amid the swirling rumors about Alex Bregman's potential signing with the Yankees, industry insiders have been dissecting the strategic implications for both the player and the franchise. Bregman, a former All-Star and one of the league's most consistent performers, reportedly attracted interest from multiple teams, but the Yankees' storied history and ambitious vision appear to have been decisive factors in the ongoing negotiations. Speculation abounds that the deal, if finalized, would represent one of the largest contracts in recent baseball history, signaling a bold commitment by the Yankees to assemble a roster capable of immediate and sustained contention. Analysts point out that Bregman's presence would bolster a lineup already rich with talent, providing additional depth and flexibility while alleviating pressure on other key contributors. Moreover, the potential synergy between Bregman and the Yankees' existing core could translate into enhanced offensive output and improved defensive alignment, both critical for postseason success. The whispers about this possible blockbuster deal have invigorated conversations about the Yankees' offseason strategy, with many speculating that this move could be the first step in a series of high-profile acquisitions aimed at returning the franchise to its championship glory days. As the baseball community eagerly awaits further developments, the rumors continue to fuel excitement and anticipation, suggesting that the landscape of Major League Baseball could be dramatically altered by this potential signing. Speculation surrounding Alex Bregman's rumored move to the New York Yankees has reached fever pitch, sparking a wave of excitement that transcends traditional fan boundaries and engages the broader sports world. The possibility of Bregman donning the iconic pinstripes represents more than just a player acquisition. It symbolizes a potential shift in the Yankees' organizational philosophy and ambition. Experts suggest that this signing could signify the Yankees' renewed commitment to aggressive talent acquisition, aiming to challenge their rivals with an arsenal of high-impact players. Discussions have intensified around how Bregman's leadership style and on-field skills could mesh with the team's existing dynamics, potentially fostering a winning culture that has eluded the franchise in recent seasons. Rumors indicate that negotiations have been complex, with various factors influencing the pace and outcome of the deal, including Bregman's preferences, financial considerations, and the Yankees' broader roster plans. The media frenzy surrounding this rumor has also sparked speculation about the potential ripple effects on other teams, with some predicting a domino effect of player movements across the league as franchises react to the Yankees' bold strategy. Fans remain on edge, closely following every update and insider report, eager to see if this historic signing will come to fruition and what it might mean for the Yankees' pursuit of another championship title. The buzz generated by this possibility has turned into a compelling storyline that continues to captivate baseball enthusiasts everywhere. The buzz about Alex Bregman potentially signing with the New York Yankees has sparked a frenzy of rumors, debates, and strategic speculation that has gripped the baseball world. If this deal comes to pass, it would mark a significant milestone in both Bregman's career and the Yankees' storied franchise history, heralding a new chapter filled with promise and heightened expectations. Analysts argue that Bregman's arrival could significantly enhance the Yankees' offensive lineup, adding power, consistency, and versatility that could prove decisive in tight games and critical playoff moments. The potential contract reportedly includes substantial financial commitments, reflecting the high stakes and the Yankees' determination to secure top-tier talent and their bid to return to championship glory. Conversations about the possible impact on team chemistry, clubhouse dynamics, and long-term planning have intensified, with many speculating that this move might also attract other star players interested in joining a revitalized Yankee squad. Meanwhile, the baseball community remains captivated by the unfolding drama, with every rumor and insider tip scrutinized for clues about the final outcome. Should the deal be confirmed, the Yankees would not only boost their chances of a successful season but also send a powerful message to their competitors and fans alike. This speculative saga continues to dominate sports headlines, underscoring the high stakes and thrilling uncertainty surrounding one of the most talked about potential moves in recent baseball history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.